What about Mikey Garcia? Are you still interested in that fight, or do you think that fight has lost its luster?
If Mikey Garcia agrees, wants to retain his BC title, and stays at 135 pounds, we would do that fight in a second. In a second. But he has to, we're not fighting him at 140, we're not fighting him at a catch weight. He should stay at 135. WBC will let him retain his title, and Lomachenko will have 2 titles, Garcia with 1, and we make that fight a unification, 3-title unification. Of course, we've said that continuously, but Mikey hasn't said, and I give him credit because he doesn't know. It's going to be very difficult for Mikey to get down to 135 once he goes up like he did.
And ultimately, Bob, do you think Vasiliy is getting frustrated that he can't get Tank and Garcia in the ring with him?
Well, if you see the checks that he's getting, I don't think he's going to be frustrated.
Right. And lastly, too, Bob, you know, at lightweight, you get older quicker at lightweight, it seems. Not a lot of guys dominate at lightweight in their 30s. Lomachenko's doing just that. How much longer do you think Vasiliy can be as good as he is right now?
5 or 6 years, remember. It's not necessarily your age, but how you've lived your life. And Loma lives an extraordinary clean life, very disciplined, very athletic, and he's never had a drink in his life. That really affects longevity. So if you look at other fighters and their careers were fewer years, a lot of those fighters took a drink now and then, didn't take care of themselves. Nobody takes care of himself better than Vasiliy Lomachenko.
And lastly, do you think Teofimo Lopez wants the Loma fight, and that we wind up, because he said that he wants the fight this year, but you said the Super Bowl sounds good next year for the Super Bowl?
Well, fight this year, fight next year is a 3-month difference. Doesn't change the world. And Teofimo Lopez is such a character that when we signed Tyson Fury, the father called me up and said, I want to match Teofimo against Tyson Fury. So don't fight anybody, you know.
Do you see Teofimo, Bob, as a pay-per-view event for Lomachenko? And how soon are we getting close to getting Lomo on pay-per-view?
Well, you have to have the right opponent. Now, Mikey Garcia would be a pay-per-view fight. I believe Lomachenko, particularly if he fights Comey rather than Loma and wins the title, that could be a pay-per-view fight. I don't think Gervonta Davis is a pay-per-view fight yet. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, there are plenty of pay-per-view fights. But in this day and age, a fighter just can't keep fighting on pay-per-view. He's got to give the public the opportunity to watch him without shelling out big bucks.
Thanks so much,